Okay, everyone. Hi. Oh, the lighting is so great. My name is Max. I'm in crypto space since 2013. For now, it sounds like forever, honestly. And yeah, guys, I mean, happy to be on the stage in Tallinn, in Estonia. Great kudos and respect to Sander and his team for organizing such an event. And great kudos to everyone who's surviving drinking every evening on these events, ending up in karaoke. I mean, we had a blast, honestly, last night. So what I want to show you today is some dynamics of the crypto market. Why am I here to really, why am I able to tell you something, right, or to teach you something, or to show you anything? At CoinsPaid, we are the biggest provider of crypto payments in the world. We have different companies, different licenses, different setups. And we have a lot of statistics, what merchants really want, what merchants really fear, and basically what they value from the crypto providers and so on. By the way, the repeater is not here, right? So I will be looking a bit, presenting you like this. So we will tell about we will speak today about what is the, yes, thank you very much for repeater. What is the current state of the crypto market, what motivates e-commerce businesses to accept crypto, and how really these crypto payments work for the space. So right now, I mean, it's a big achievement from all of us, right? And I'm sure that any of you who are in the B2C space, you contribute a lot to education of your customers. We are in B2B. We do a lot of work on educating institutions and businesses in e-commerce or even offline shops about cryptocurrency. So right now, we as the community, we got the evaluation of all the crypto assets pretty much twice as much as all silver in the world. And if we compare it, if you are not impressed with silver, maybe the economies of Canada or Spain will impress you comparatively. So crypto space is becoming big. In 2013, when I started, there was pretty much 3 words, and they all meant the same. It was Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency. And they pretty much meant the same thing. It was, what, 3-4 years before Ethereum? So the industry is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Today, 1 of 13 people own crypto, right? So we're speaking about 500 million users, roughly, which is also quite a good number, I think, and it pretty much grows every 4 years. When we have the bull market, more and more people are interested to buy crypto, even those who usually live in countries where we used to say that crypto adoption is quite low. They are still getting in. Regions, we see big sort of spikes in Eastern Europe for unpleasant reasons, unfortunately. We see the adoption in Latin America, where Argentina, Brazil, and countries around, they are a bit struggling with the trust to the government, with a bit of a trust to banks and to currency. Europe is a bit dragging behind. There are statistics, you can find it everywhere. Pretty much all researchers show that China and India are huge for crypto adoption. Honestly, I'm a bit skeptical, right? I don't really see a lot of influx of the customers who use cryptocurrency from China and India. Maybe we are doing something wrong. Maybe we are not really in that markets. Cryptocurrency adoption by region. Let's speak about Europe. Europe is the gray line, which is the second one. This is not the chart which shows you the growth. This is the chart which shows you who is participating in the growth, right? So you see that Europe has the second place, and it's pretty much growing as well as the other ones, right? So we are in the good market, and I think as many of our colleagues from US are saying that Europe is doing something really good, right? And Europe is really pioneering a lot of the things that US crypto guys are a bit jealous about. I'm not even commenting about the other regulators, although Hong Kong and Singapore, I think, doing a good job as well. Volumes, right? Right now, crypto payments market is estimated to be around 17 billion euros a year. I think this is not the correct number, but it's quite close. Statista would say that it is 2 billion. We process much more than 2 billion, so I don't sort of believe that this is the value of the market. 17, I can believe. So basically, the e-commerce market, if we assume that it's growing 9%, In reality, it grows around 9%. And we say that the utilization of crypto is in e-commerce is on the left, right? So from 0.5% to 5%. I think we would be good if we are around 3 in the next, let's say, 3 years. So if you say the same growth and 3%, we will be at 102 billion crypto transaction volume for Web2 businesses in 3 years, right? Which is quite a lucrative market. And I mean, I'm glad we are in this market, honestly. Who really accepts crypto from what we see right now? Majority of the interest is coming from the luxury brands, right? One that sort of the loudest one, I think, is Ferrari, who started accepting cryptocurrency in US. I mean, we all know why, right? Because what is the car that crypto guys buy? It's Lamborghini, right? I mean, you always do an ICO, and then you buy a Lambo, right? But Ferrari, there is a long fight with Lamborghini, which is happening for what? More than 50 years. So Ferrari stepping into the stage, Air Baltic being a pioneers, and I mean, quite proud that they're in Baltics, accepting crypto for years and years. And we see that there are small entrants as well, smaller entrants, right, who are not from the luxury space and maybe not always even from the strong online space. We recently got Alvadi, which is Baltic supplier of auto parts, right, which you might think is unusual business for crypto. So anyways, we're getting more and more Web2 businesses that we used to connecting to crypto payments. The best model, I would say, the best utilization for crypto, we see from the brands who are really international. The best example would be marketplace. We have few relatively major clients from the marketplaces. When I say marketplaces, I mean similar business models to Amazon. We don't have Amazon as the client yet. What I mean, for example, the marketplace for freelancers, right? When clients from all over the world ordering designs, software, and so on from the people who are all over the world. Cryptocurrency is working great for those type of businesses. Another type of business which is based on younger generation and also very international is trading gaming skins, right? So those golden knives from Counter-Strike, those swords from Dota or what have you. I'm a bit old. I don't know all those words. But the kids are really winning those knives. They are selling them. They are buying them. And those platforms do support cryptocurrency, and the volumes there are quite impressive. I mean, much more that you can have with Ferrari, really. What motivates businesses to accept crypto, right? I mean, when you speak with your friends who run e-commerce shops and so on, probably quite unpopular for them to accept crypto, right? Maybe they have a local business and so on. But what drives this adoption, and we hear more and more that some bigger brands accept crypto, researchers show, right, and all these numbers that I'm showing you, I specifically asked my designers not to invent numbers in this case, but use some researchers. So they made quite a big research, and this one is from the Deloitte, right, 2022. They say that 65% of the merchants, of businesses, they showed significant interest in accepting cryptocurrency in the future. And our survey in Estonia shown that 34% of the crypto users, they don't mind to use cryptocurrency as a payment, right? Let's maybe make a small survey here. How many of you have any crypto? Any stable coins, what you know? Okay, how many of you have ever paid in crypto, or you don't mind paying in crypto for goods and services? Okay, it's much more than 34%, but anyways, right? So not all users of crypto, holders of crypto, want to use it as a payment. But at least third is okay. So again, right, I mean, if you sell something which is more applicable to the, I don't know, older people, this might not work, right? But what we see that 76% of crypto owners are basically people below 40 years old. And 67% of millennials really prefer to shop online. not so much going to the stores or spending the whole weekend in the shopping mall. Why? I mean, when we sell to e-commerces, they usually ask, I mean, do we really need it? So some of them are coming to us like, please give us the solution to our problem. Some of us approach us and say, we have a provider, but they're just really bad. We want something more robust. And some of them just don't want us, but we really want them. You have to pack the offer, right? I mean, this is what Misha is doing pretty much. I mean, he's approaching brands and saying, guys, you have to work with us because Max really wants to work with you, and we have to be creative. Of course, the obvious things would be the fees, speed, and unlimited access to different markets. When we start speaking about the numbers, of course, any of you who are running business, and I think all of you to some extent do, usual fees to collect payments internationally, they are starting from 1.5%. It can end with 25%, but we are not speaking about those businesses, let's say up to 5%. Cryptocurrency can do within 1%. Speed, compared to Visa, MasterCard in the POS, right? When we buy something in the Circle 8, you want a coffee in the morning, early morning in Tallinn, snowing in the end of April, you want a coffee, you go pay with the Visa, MasterCard. How long do you wait for transaction to clear? I mean, you don't, right? You just do, you grab your coffee and you leave. Because the moment you grab a coffee, the transaction is already done. Speaking with the bigger providers of the POS solutions, you say, guys, let's maybe do something together. Maybe let's some collaboration. And they say, but you blockchain guys, you're very slow. Right? What I mean, if I'm working on the grocery store, I cannot let the whole queue wait until your confirmation in the Bitcoin blockchain appears. So there are quicker blockchains, right? What with Tron, it's happening quickly, right? What we say, 3 seconds? 3 seconds is not good enough, right? Then we go what? Maybe Solana. Solana, maybe 2 seconds. Also not bad. So technology is getting there. But for online, 3 seconds is not a problem. For online, 1 minute even usually not a problem, right? If you are a crypto customer and you want to pay for something in crypto, you will see the loading bar or the progress bar for a minute, and it's not a big deal. So the costs, the speed, and basically access. If you are a business and you want to collect payments from, I don't know, 100 countries, you cannot just integrate one payment provider, right? If you collect payments in Sweden, you need Swish. I mean, what the hell is Swish, right? If I'm from Germany, I never heard about Swish. Then in Brazil, you want to integrate with Pix. And we are here like, what is Pix? We have no idea what is Pix. The same in China with Alipay, WeChat, and stuff. So if you want to have a global business, you have to integrate 100 different payment providers. If you don't want to integrate, you have to integrate someone who will integrate all of them and basically charge you additional fee, which will eat your margins. So with international business, you have struggles. Many of them see that, okay, let's have at least one payment provider which works for everything. If something doesn't work in any of the countries, we have a backup, right? A plan B. And then in all of the countries in the world, you can buy crypto. So if suddenly Brazil is your big market and Pix switch you off, you can still sort of try to route your customers to some on-ramps and whatever. So you can be creative in these things. And for many businesses, this is crucial, not for all. Security, right? Because cryptocurrency is relatively new things, right? When you speak with CFOs from different places, they say, oh, you know, this cryptocurrency is risky, right? It can change in price. It can, I don't know, we don't really trust providers who deal with crypto because we don't know them. They are not big banks and so on. The best answer here is honestly like you can get money on your bank account next day, right? There are no frozen funds and whatever. You collected payments from your customers. It's exchanged in euro. You get it the next day. Now a bit of advertising, right? I would think I will go quickly through that. So we are, as the group of experts, specialists, we are in the industry over 10 years. I myself for 11. We have hundreds of clients all over the world, not only in Estonia. In Estonia, we also have a fair amount, but not in hundreds yet. Over 700 million euros monthly volumes in transactions, and pretty much a million of transactions around our European group of companies a month. We killed it last year. We got 10 awards last year, and this year we already got 11. So we are quite popular in European award decision makers. We got even on the Forbes article without any payment. We even had to build a stand in our office, so any one of you who is coming today to our event in the evening, just 3 minutes walk from here with a nice view on the bay, we even have a stand with all of the awards now. We specialize on, so we don't only think about online, right? We are not strong believers that crypto can only work, we are believers that it can work online, but not only, right? So we have few methods of collecting payments online, and we almost done with the few pilots to collect payments offline via the POS. I'm not speaking about offline completely, but in the offline stores. The funds flow and the customer flow, pretty simple, right? The store just connects our API. Their customers can see the QRs, can see some screens. They make a payment. We deliver fiat to the client, to the merchant, or in crypto or in fiat. Invoices are quite standard. Any of you who tried, nothing too fancy, right? They all pretty much look the same. We plan to add here also the ways to check out with centralized cryptocurrency payment solutions like Binance Pay, whatever Pay. The Telegram right now is doing their own pay, so you can pay from Telegram wallet and so on. It's very usual. What are the strong sides? We don't charge integration fees. We pay for integrations even sometimes if the client is interesting for us. We support different cryptocurrencies. We do flexible settlements. We do it quickly with the fair exchange rates. All the compliance, KYT, all those things that were introduced within the last, 4 years, I would say, checking all transactions, how clean they are, if they're not going from sanctioned jurisdictions, sanctioned exchanges, and so on. Of course, this is all being done. And if you are building such a solution or you selecting such a solution, these things are important for you. Also, something that I talked a bit about on the hackathon, which was happening over the weekend. We believe, I believe, and this is what I see confirmations of, that businesses, they don't care about the price that much if the service and the support is great. And you all would be able to relate, right? The more grown up you become, the less you are after the small differences in prices, right? We can see this when we visit our doctors. We are happy to pay for the more expensive one if it is much better, the hairdresser, the cars, and so on, right? We see this in our everyday life that you happy to pay a bit more for a good service. So this is one of the strong sides. We are not the cheapest provider. We will not be the cheapest provider. And honestly, our clients don't want to work with the cheapest provider. Guys, I see we are a bit early, right, on the schedule, right? That I was offered to speak even a few minutes before my time. Do we have any time for the questions? And do you have any questions in the first place, guys? Yes, I see the hand just there. We have a microphone in the room. Thank you very much.
Do you guys support, memberships or reoccurring subscriptions, or is it just invoice paying and one-time payments?
Yeah, very good point. So basically, there are. No, we don't. We don't. We sort of do it, but we don't in the sense of the pure answer to your question. So basically, subscription models for crypto are a pain for few reasons. The reasons why is that because the native protocol, let's say, of Bitcoin doesn't support the recurrent transactions because wallet is held by the customer. In EVM blockchains like Ethereum, for example, you can build a contract which allows the customer to subscribe to the certain amount of time, and then to the certain amount. But then it works for the limited amount of chains, and when customer just moves money out from that wallet, you cannot charge it anymore. What we usually do recommend, we will integrate at some point these solutions with Ethereum's and other blockchains which support that. We usually recommend to such types of businesses to do few things. The first one is to introduce internal balance, right? Many even subscription services, they have internal balances. So the customer can fund their internal balance and money will be charged from that balance afterwards. Or they can do transactions in a semi-manual way, right? So pretty much send the new payment link every month to the client via email. It's ugly, I know, but that is where we are at the moment. Of course, I dream of working with the Netflix, right? And maybe Netflix is an easier example, right? Because it's scheduled, right? You can at least play somehow with the schedule. What is more challenging is Uber. Because what is the beauty of the Uber? You don't have to enter your details of the card all the time, right? You just place it once, and then when you need a taxi or food or whatever, I mean, Estonia probably more fancy to say Bolt, but the same story, right? It's a bit hard. But when Bolt has internal balances, and you have your deposit address, which is not changing, just imagine, right? In your Bolt account, you have just Bitcoin address, USDT on Tron address, and whatever, and they say, hey, you know what? Just send any amount there. It will appear on your balance in euro, and then when you order food or something, we will write it down from your balance there. The moment you ran out of the money, you open your MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Binance, I don't know, whatever. You send to any of those addresses. Within 5 seconds, money are there. So this is where I see more value than trying to make something which was designed not to work in recurrent payments. Because cryptocurrency, I mean, Bitcoin was designed that you own it and no one has the right to charge money from you without your particular authorization, which goes against the idea of recurrent payments. Anyone else? Thank you very much, guys. Have a great rest of the conference. Was glad to see you here and hopefully see some of you today on the event. Ciao.